Welcome to Art Class with Mrs. Christie. And today we are going to be drawing an ice cream cone. So for this you'll need your paper, your pencils, and whatever media that you want to use to color. I'm using markers today, so grab your art supplies and let's go. All right, friends, today we're doing this ice cream. This is my example that I've already pre-done before filming. And if you notice it is little light in areas, it's because I used crayon for the coloring portion of this. For our video purpose today, I'm going to be using markers. I'm going to try these new markers that I got for my classroom, and we'll see how well they work. They're from a place called Artist Club, so we'll see how they go. I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie today so you can see my lines, but you need to be drawing with a pencil so that you can draw light until you get it right. Our first step in doing this project is you need to make the ice cream cone. So we're going to start off with making a rectangle. You want to make two lines going parallel. Parallel lines means two lines going the same direction. And then you want to make a slightly curved line at the bottom. You want to make sure that these are even at the top. If you need to, you can eyeball it. If you have ruler, you can use a ruler to make your line straight. It is up to you. So we're going to go ahead and do the top, and that's this portion right here. The next part is like this lip of the ice cream cone. So we're going to come out about the same distance on both sides. We're going to go up, and we're going to make a slightly curved line, just slight. It doesn't have to be straight because it's rounded. And you know, ice cream cone's rounded. Our next portion is we're going to start with making the swirl. So to make the swirl, you're going to go up, and you're going to make a line go up like that. Then you're going to come over here on this end, and you're going to make a slightly smaller version of that going the opposite direction. And then we're going to make a curvy line going that way. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go up. We're going to make a slight smaller one on this side, and we're going to make that swirl go down. And now we're doing the top portion. So we're going to actually start over here this time. And if I'm going too fast in the video, you can always stop, pause, and slow me down so that you can catch up with me. That's the beauty of the video. You're going to go up and make a slight curve to make that little twist at the top. And then you're going to come over here, and we're going to go around it, and we're going to go back around. All right. And now we're going to make like the swirl for the second color. So let's say you have like strawberry ice cream stuck in with this vanilla. You're just going to follow this line. You're going to follow this line. Just like that for those two bottom sections. Next, we're going to make the swirl, and you're going to follow the line going up. And then you're going to make a little lip right about there, okay? If you want the cross hatching on the ice cream cone, all it is you're going to make diagonal line, diagonal lines going one way. And if you want them perfect, get a ruler, measure it out. If you're not concerned about that, and that's not a concern for you, then that's okay. I'm not using a ruler, so mine are not going to be perfect. But if you go slow, take your time, you'll get it right. And then you're going to go make diagonal lines going the other way. And that's all it is to get that diamond look on your ice cream cone. Make diagonal lines going one way, diagonal lines going the other way. Like so. I do have a small little line here, if you want that little line, and I have a line at the bottom too, to give your ice cream some dimension. And If you don't want it looking like it's floating, you always put whatever object you're drawing. If you'll draw a horizontal line somewhere in the middle of the paper, or you could do it slightly down. If you do a horizontal line and like it's sitting on a table, that keeps it from floating in the air. So you have a background and a ground. So you've grounded your object. If you want it a floating look, then don't do that. If you want to make designs on the background, you can make designs in the background. I'm going to try these markers out. I'm going to start with coloring my swirl. I always say don't use the tip unless you're working in a small area. If you're working in a large area, use the side of the marker to get good coverage. It helps you, it'll actually help you color it faster and neater. Keep your strokes close together. And I start with my swirl so I can see it. And I'm going to do the top swirl, coming in, coloring with the marker. What I suggest is if you are coloring with marker, if you outline with the black Sharpie first, then you won't, like if you use a water-based marker to outline, it's going to smudge. So you'll want to outline with water-based markers last, but if you're using permanent markers like Sharpie, it's okay to go ahead with that first, because that permanent marker doesn't smudge. These types of markers smudge when you use them. I'm going to color my ice cream cone. And so just like you can see, I'm using water base on top of Sharpie to make my ice cream cone. And I'm using the side of the marker, and I'm using my strokes close together. I'm just keeping them close together, making smooth strokes. It's almost like you're painting. And then you can go back and fill in, like if you missed right there. And you can fill it in, and you can see that it's not so streaky. If you are making it where it is sitting on the ground, then you'll want to color the ground portion. Just like I colored the ground portion. I'm not going to color the background for this video. I don't want to take up all your time, but I colored the bottom portion, and then I colored the top portion. I used those twist crayons. They are fantastic. They color really nice and smooth, and then like you just twist it back up when you need more, and you twist it down when you're done. They're great crayons. And then I outlined with a fine point Sharpie on this. Well, I hope you enjoyed drawing an ice cream cone with me today, and stay tuned for more videos. They're coming. Have a great day.